this is Trip. They said they needed somebody whose mic demeanor matches how the D-League get it hype inside that ice arena. For live action analysis and highlights, you need to let your host on the mic, Mr. Reichert, be the light to lead you through life between the pipes. Incite like an encyclopedia. Look inside yourself, find the fight to compete in you. Get in while you can, the numbers doubling fast. Asses in the seats and snot bubbles on the glass. Sign your name on the line for your spot and lock it up. This is hockey. We'll see who talking tough when they drop the puck. Try to keep your teeth and knock it up. Sorry about your luck. You should probably go sit down somewhere safe and get doctored up. Turn it up loud, let it knock in your truck. Or in the office, sound waves ripple through coffee cups. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's DLeagueRadio.com, let's talk it up. Log on, lock it in, and lock it up. It's DLeagueRadio.com, let's talk it up. Lace your skates up or sit back, reading the tea leaves. You are now tuned into the D-League. If you ain't bumping this in your ride, you need a DD. You are now tuned into the D-League. Leave your TV, come and see it in 3D. You are now tuned into the D-League. It's the best podcast in the biz, better believe me. You are now tuned into the D-League.
And good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV. I'm John Reichert, the host of D-League Radio, and I'm joined today by Scott Stouffer. Stoufy, thanks for joining us today.
Not a problem. Thanks a lot for having me, John.
Hey, we are about to call the game between the Wolverines and the Wanderers, and I believe you and I have called these two teams before.
Yep.
When they've met in the past. I think we're in for a pretty good matchup. Your thoughts?
I think so too. What you got is a couple of teams that I believe are coming off some pretty good games last time out.
True.
And hoping to carry that momentum against each other, and hopefully somebody can come away with a well-deserved W.
Yeah, both teams played in real close games last time out. The Wanderers tied the Benders 1-1 in a really exciting game shown live on D-League Radio TV. And the Wolverines fell 3-2 to the Vicious Squirrels on another very exciting matchup brought to you live on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV 2 weeks ago. Looking to rebound, they have a record of, and I'm talking about the Wolverines, they have a record of 4-5-3 for 11 points, which is second in the Western Conference. But Scott, you look at their roster and you expect a little more from that.
Yeah, and if you look at their leading scorers, you got Justin Moore and Ted Davis leading the way as two people that we would expect to be up there.
But
and then there's a drop-off.
Huge
drop-off. So what they're going to need to do today, I think, is have some of those secondary scoring guys, John Garby, people like that to step up and put a couple more pucks into the net than relying on their top two guns.
Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. And the Wanderers are led in goal by Patrick Samborski with 13 goals. Adam Sodek with 7. Jeremy Sandy having a fine year with 6 goals. And they are third in the Western Division with a record of 4-6-2. Samantha Halston is between the pipes for the Wanderers, and Aaron Inderlead between the pipes for the Wolverines. Dressed in green, Ryan Llewellyn and his clan look to have a strong showing attendance-wise today. We've had a couple short benches. Your team was short this afternoon.
Yep.
We saw the Squirrels have a very short bench in their game against the Stampede earlier. The Wanderers look to have a full bench, so we should have a pretty exciting matchup going on here. I'm excited about this game.
Yeah, it should be a really good testament for both teams. Are the Wanderers going to be able to take advantage of the Wolverines being short-handed? They're going against a really hot goaltender and all-star Aaron Enderle, so they're going to have to be tenacious on the offensive end while also, protecting their own goalie and cleaning out their rebounds like we've talked about before.
Now, talking about all-star goalies, it's a great segue, Scott. Nice going there. Coming up, folks, on February 10th, that is a Saturday, down at Wells Fargo Arena. It's the CIDL and the Wild teaming up to bring you the first annual CIDL All-Star Game. Now, folks, we've had All-Star Games in the past in the D-League. This is the first one under the CIDL banner, and it's been a lot of fun putting this thing together. D-League Radio will be live on the air for the All-Star Game, but it's not just one. We have 2 All-Star Games. We have the Novice Division playing at 1 o'clock at Wells Fargo. Again, February 10th, that is a Saturday. The Intermediate plays at 2:15 on Saturday. Now, the tickets for this game are $20, and with this ticket, you get the Novice Division All-Star Game, the Intermediate Division All-Star Game. There's also a family skate following the game, and then at 6 o'clock, the Wild play.
Yep.
So, and it's Pink at the Rink night. There's a jersey auction following the game, and you get a puck and or a hat if you're in attendance for this. So one ticket, $20, you get all this excitement for one day. I'm playing in it this year for the first time ever. You've been involved in the All-Star games in the past. This is a lot of fun.
It is a blast, especially, you get a chance to really get a chance to meet and talk to some people that you maybe only see on the other side of the ice across from you as adversaries. You get a chance to play with people, get to talk to them in the locker room, get to hang out, and really make some bonds and get to know people a little bit better.
That is February 10th. It is a Saturday. It's the CIDL All-Star Game, Novice, Intermediate, a family skate, the Wild Game, all for $20. You can get your tickets here at Bucks Arena. See the folks from So Cherry, John Sesher and his clan, up in the lounge at Bucks Arena selling the tickets. Again, $20 get you in the door. D-League Radio is brought to you today, as always, by Red Dragon Herbs. You can find them on the web at reddragonherbs.net. That's loose leaf tea at its finest. Ryan Llewellyn, proprietor. Our own D-League Radio is Ryan Llewellyn, a businessman as well, Scott. And we have So Cherry. Speaking of the fine folks at So Cherry, screen printing and sewing, your short-run garment decorating specialists. They are the official outfitters of the CIDL and the official outfitters of D-League Radio. Check them out on SoCherry.com, and also be sure to like their page on Facebook. And, of course, as we start the action, this game brought to you by the Keg Stand, their third season now as the primary sponsor of D-League Radio. 3530 Westtown Parkway in West Des Moines. Over 90 beers on tap. And we're lucky to have a great sponsor like the Keg Stand on board once again. Action down low in the Wolverines area of the ice right away. The Wanderers with some pressure, not a shot on goal. But here we go. We have nobody missing for the Wanderers. Full bench lining up. The Wolverines are missing Greg Miller and Chris Pauley today. So a little bit of an absentee list. Not much. I think the Wolverines can adjust. Play down in front. That's Hannah Haas bothered by Matt Thiele. Thiele able to poke that off to the side. Wanderers, James Chung out in front. It deflects off Thiele right in on Enderleed, and he has to be sharp and make the save. The best shot on goal coming from the Wolverines' own Matt Thiele.
Yeah, that was he was in really good position there to begin with to guard that guy out in front of the net. The puck just came in as a weird angle and just hit his stick wrong. Luckily, Aaron was on top of it, was ready for that deflection.
So just the first shift of the game yields a scoring chance for the Wanderers. Puck down in the Wolverine zone. Played up along the left side boards. It's going to be Justin Moore, the league's leading scorer, leading the puck out. He gets it to Glorioso at center. Chipped out by Schwenker, kept in by Moore for the Wolverines. It's still in the Wanderers zone. Players scrambling for the puck. That's going to be Zach Murray flipping it up and out. Icing going to be the call. If it makes it, it will make it the length of the ice. Murray just a little too much on that one.
Just a little bit. Sondag gave the best effort he could to try to get there. Just came up just a little short.
I think today we have the, other than, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the league teams, whether it's novice or intermediate, but these Wanderers jerseys I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, they
I
are.
just want to say that flat out.
Yeah, they are very nice.
Face-off brought back. Dave Niemi, pardon me, unable to keep that in after it bounces off the boards. Plays it up to Glorioso. Glorioso gains the zone. Puck loose. Had Curiel on the left wing side breaking in. Now Curiel with the puck. Tries a centering pass, and that goes through the crease. Nobody home. Niemi keeping it in for the Wolverines. It goes down low. And the team in white, Brott, trying to get it up out for the Wanderers. Kept in by the Wolverines. That's Llewellyn. He's made a nice career of keeping the puck in at the point. Does so again for the Wolverines. Wanderers coming the other way now. Sondag loses it to Curiel. Curiel along the boards, loses it. And that's going to be Chase Robinson bringing it in for the Wanderers. Tries a shot. Interlead's going to glove that and hold it down. And we'll get a stoppage and play just 3 minutes into this first period. No score between the Wanderers and the Wolverines.
Yeah, there was a lot of good offensive pressure going on there from the Wolverines. A lot of good keeps, a lot of good centering passes, just nobody home at this moment for them, so they need to get a little more chemistry.
Face off to the left of Interlead in the Wolverines zone. Went back by Garby of the Wolverines. Davis along the boards. That's kept in by Murray Birding. Centering pass down low, and that was going to be Jeremy Ernst who misses the shot. Now tries a sharp angle shot, and Interleague grabs that out of midair, and we get another whistle. Wanderers good opportunity with Birding's shot / pass to Ernst from the right point.
Yeah, I think if Ernst just has his stick down to try to tip it, he has a better chance of that going in than trying the swing and the miss there.
Back to the point. That's Ernst keeping it in. Braden on the spot for the Wanderers. On defense at the point. That's going to be Fred Woodward with the puck behind his own net. Tries a pass. That's going to be intercepted by Marriott. Gets it out to the point. Braden unable to get that shot off as Van Horn applied pressure.
Good stick there from Van Horn on the point to prevent a shot right away.
Yeah, Braden had all day and a lot of net to shoot at if Van Horn doesn't get there. Wolverines, I beg your pardon, in their own zone. Pass outlet out to Davis. Davis to Garby. Garby flips it up ahead. Wanderers will get that first. The Wanderers and Wolverines. I'm going to mess this up all day. It's going to be like Elmer Fudd.
Just every other time.
Players collide at the blue line. Marriott brings it in for the Wanderers. Tries to get one over to Taylor. Davis comes away with it for the team in green. Gets it up to Garby, left wing side. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry as Van Horn cutting down the right wing side. Garby loses control, goes behind net. Centering pass over to Van Horn. His shot hits the outside of the net. Cleared up and around by Samborski. That'll go to the length of the ice. We'll get an icing call on that one. The Wolverines with their best chance of this young period.
Whips did a really good job when they were coming into the zone of keeping, I think it was Davis wide. It forced him to go all the way around the back of the net, and Sam was in good position hugging the post on the near side towards us. And,
great pass by Garby to get it to Van Horn. Van Horn just pulled that a little to the right. Halston had the post covered, it looked like. Face off one back by the Wolverines. Niemi to Llewellyn. Llewellyn's shot is deflected by Schuler. Now Lowell down in the corner. His pass attempt blocked by Samborski. Chung able to gather it in for the Wanderers and wraps it around his own net. Kept in by Schuler on the opposite point. Now a shot attempt tipped by Moore. That hits the outside of the net. Samborski and Moore battle for it. Down on everybody's feet. Samborski with it. He's going to sling it around, and that will be another icing as the Wolverines with a couple of real good chances.
And that's a smart play there. Just get it out, settle things down for them, because the Wolverines are starting to put a little bit of pressure on, getting their feet underneath them after a little bit of a slow start.
Face off to the right of Halston, deep in the Wanderers zone. Moore against Haas. Hannah Haas wins that face-off back. Gets it to Jeremy Sandy. Pass it over to Matt Whips. Whips up to Chung. Niemi keeps it in. Now Chung comes away with it. Players battle along the boards. Back to Samborski. The puck comes. He'll gather it in. Try to spring the players out, and that's going to be the third icing in the row now for the Wanderers. Samborski just a little off on his passes.
Yeah, just miss Haas there. Just led her a little too much. And those kind of passes are, all right, because if she catches it, she's in stride going in. If she misses it, it's just an icing, so they come back down and you get a fresh restart.
So we take this face-off once again in the Wanderers zone, this time to the left of Halston. Moore wins it back to Lowell. Lowell tries a shot. That hits the stick of Halston. Now centering pass by Schuler. Nobody home for the team in green. Sandy gathers it in for the Wanderers. Tries to come out the other way. Tries to get around Llewellyn. Over to Chung. Chung to Haas. Chung sends that in on net, and Interleague's just going to cover that up so both teams can get a change. He just didn't like the look of that. Probably not a bad idea with the Wanderers coming down on him. Outstanding insight.
I'll be here all day.
Fantastic. Face off to the left of Interleague. 12:30 remaining here in the opening period. No score. Curiel comes away on the left wing side. Comes towards the center. Tries to hit Glorioso, who had already crossed the line. They have to tag up. Garby on the forecheck. Brought behind his own net. Up along the wall. Kept in by Thiele. But it's going to be Zach Murray that gets there first for the Wanderers. He's going to take that up and out of the zone. Woodward. Up to Glorioso. Bothered by Robinson. Robinson and Garby. Now Murray with a loose puck at center. Gathers it in. Over to his winger, Robinson, a little too far. Woodward's going to get there for the Wolverines first. Schwenker keeps it in at the point for the Wanderers. Shot attempt, he didn't get anything on that. It's going to be the Wolverines coming out. Robinson will gather that in. That's a quick whistle. But Robinson just throws that in on net from the blue line. Interleague will cover it up. We'll get a stoppage in play with 11:34 remaining.
It was a good little shot from Robinson going in. Had a little bit of speed on that, too.
I was just surprised at the whistle. There was nobody coming in on Interleague. And It just looked like they could have kept playing to me.
I don't know if it maybe got in too far, maybe got into his pads too much.
You goalies always looking for an excuse.
Always.
Clearing attempt by the Wolverines, kept in by the Wanderers, now taken out by the team in green. Glorioso can't get around Robinson. Schwenker will gather in a loose one, keep it in the zone, get it up and out. Icing will be the call. Again, we're getting a ton of whistles here. We're not even halfway through this first period, just some icings. And you think the week off has something to do with it? They're just not connecting on passes.
Yeah, it looks like they're just a little bit off both sides. It looks like their Schwenker just a little too strong with his pass, just missed a guy, and then the Wolverines a lot of blind looks, it looks like, just hacking at it.
Braden behind his own net for the Wanderers, looking to make an outlet pass up to Taylor. It's intercepted by Curiel. Curiel sends one on net. Glorioso is all by himself on that far side.
Another one of those where if he just has his stick down to tip it, it goes in as opposed to...
Exactly. He was all by himself. It was a good play by Curiel that kept that alive. Now Curiel behind the net with Glorioso. Out in front. Chipped away by Ernst. Shot attempt by Woodward. He misses the puck, fans on it, and Ernst is able to get that out, and it's going to be Taylor bringing it in for the Wanderers. His pass into the middle goes to the near side boards. Marriott gives chase and will go behind the Wolverines net. Garby sends it over to Curiel on the far side. Curiel can't chip it past Birding. Tipped in front, and that's Thiele trying to hit Garby on the outlet. Woodward comes away with it for the team in green, sends it just out to the neutral zone, and both teams will regroup. That's going to be Birding trying to hit Taylor. That misses the mark. Garby, backhand pass trying to hit Van Horn. Braden's going to get there first. Van Horn, just had Curiel break it towards the net. Puck comes off his stick. Now a pass out in front. Loose and scores! I believe Curiel's going to get the goal on that. Van Horn with a great pass from behind the net. And the Wolverines will take a 1-0 lead 11 minutes into this first period.
Yeah, it looked like there was a play along the near boards that Woodward was able to come away, or Van Horn was able to come away with it, and that led up that whole play. If the Wanderers were able to clear that puck, none of that happens. Good keep by the Wolverines.
That's two times that Van Horn has made a real nice play along the boards. This time it results in a point on the board, and now Haas gathers in a loose one, gets it into the middle to Sandy. Sandy with a shot, and Van Horn tips that away. Chad Van Horn with the shift of the day.
Both ends of the ice, playing the full 200 feet.
Samborski in his own zone, looking to make something happen, gets it up and out. Niemi will gather it in for the Wolverines to Moore. Moore taken down by Haas, and they're going to call that. We'll see what they get. Big Justin Moore taken down by Hannah Haas. He's got to feel pretty big about himself now.
Well, she's got that low center of gravity, and she comes in head first and just kind of ran into each other. And I thought it was a pretty clean play to begin with, but
Hannah Haas never makes a clean play. Let's be clear about that. Face-off taken by Davis of the Wolverines. He tries a shot that goes wide. Van Horn will have it on the near side boards. Pass back to Llewellyn. It just misses the mark, and they'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. Llewellyn to Van Horn. Van Horn to Davis. Into the zone. Moore with it. Moore to Davis. Shoot. Saved by Halston. Rebound. That goes wide. Great save by Samantha Halston.
Yeah, having Teddy Davis all alone right in front of her net, and she was able to stay square to him, and he just couldn't elevate it, hit her on the pad, and then the second shot just goes just a little wide.
Llewellyn unable to keep that in at the point, and the Wolverines are offside. They will have to regroup. 1:18 remaining on the power play for the Wolverines as Haas is in the box. Face-off won back by the Wanderers, and they get this out of the zone and make the Wolverines come all the way. I'm not seeing an update for the penalty called on Haas. We'll keep our eyes on that, but she has under a minute remaining on this penalty. Taken by the Wolverines at center ice. Moore can't find the handles. He and Lowell cross paths. Back to Woodward. Woodward over to Schuler. Schuler over to Lowell. Wolverines break in. Lowell with a shot that goes in. Adam Lowell with the shot high on the slot. Halston may have been screened. It went right past her, and now the Wolverines with a power play goal are up 2-0. 6:20 remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, it looked like Samborski was playing a little passive there. A couple really good passes to get the puck in for the Wolverines, and then Samborski just kind of let him come in and shoot whenever, and possibly might have Sam screened there.
Play resumes in the neutral zone. That's going to be Woodward. Now it looks like the Wolverines smell blood in the water. They're coming through with a lot of speed. It's Garby with a shot. Saved by Halston. Rebound just goes wide. Halston trying to keep her team in this. The Wolverines are gaining the zone with a lot of speed, Scott, and putting on a ton of pressure.
Yeah, that was another really solid series of saves there for Sam. Had Garby lined up. Garby couldn't get it past her off the leg pad. Bounced right back to him and was able to slide over and maybe deflect it wide of the cage on the second attempt.
See the defenseman of the Wanderers over there talking to Halston. They both tapped her on the pads. They tell her, hey, you know, these are on us. We'll get you on the long run.
Yep, sounds kind of familiar.
In your defense, you got hung out to dry a little bit today. Shot attempt by the Wolverines goes wide. Curiel on the far side boards, keeps it in for the Wolverines, tries to send it into the slot, and that misses everybody and comes to the near side board where Woodward sends it to Glorioso down low. He can't handle it. Broad will gather in for the Wanderers, get it up to Sondag on the far side boards. Sondag to Murray. Murray to Robinson. Murray's on the right wing or the left wing side. There's a shot attempt. Rebound save. Oh, what a save by Enderlead. Sondag on the rebound, and Enderlead gloves it out of midair. What a save.
That is amazing. Wolverines had a lot, or the Wanderers had a lot of speed coming in. It looked like they had somebody, whoever 47 was, wasn't comfortable in turning around to facing the shot. They were able to get a shot off. Rebound went right to Sondag and had an open net, and then Enderley just puts his big old mid up and
out
goes
of
right in.
Nowhere. That was fantastic. Now another shot. Traffic in front. Taylor's in there. It's a bunch of Wolverines, and there's a shot attempt. Ernst unable to put it in. No, they're saying it went in.
It looked like it might have just. I don't know. We have a really bad angle up here, but it looked like there was a room for it to go in.
The referee was right on the line. He had clear view of it. He signaled goal right away. Ernst had the reaction as if he had scored right away and looked to the referee for confirmation that, hey, that went in. You saw it, right? The referees agree. It is now 2-1. Good pushback by the Wanderers on that shift.
Yeah, they needed that to stem that tide of momentum back in their favor.
So a 2-1 game, 3:30 remaining here in the first period. Wolverines and Wanderers. Nice pass by Llewellyn up to Glorioso. Glorioso chips it into the zone. And the Wolverines are going to look to counter, but it's going to be the Wanderers that have their foot on the gas at the moment. It's going to be Taylor on the right ring side. Tries to get one over to Marriott, who had already gotten him the puck. Kept in deep by Ernst. Ernst behind his net. Tries to get it out front. Llewellyn and Marriott battle. These two former teammates of a year ago on the Knights. Taken by Garby. And now Curiel. Curiel, bothered by Taylor, gets it past him. Tries to get it up to Garby. That just behind the veteran. And now Taylor gains the zone for the Wanderers. They come back the other way. Marriott breaking down towards the middle. Shot attempt by Taylor as he spun around. That misses the net. Another shot blocked by Curiel on the far side. Glorioso and Taylor battle. Braden at the point goes for his partner Birding, who had turned the other way, and now the Wolverines are going to come the other way. It's going to be Curiel. Curiel looking to gain the blue line. They're going to say that's onside. There's a shot that goes in. Curiel from the high slot up near the blue line. It looked like it handcuffed Halston. She got most of it, but not all of it, Scott. And it goes in the net, and now a 3-1 lead for the Wolverines with 2:15 remaining in the first.
That's one that I'm sure Sam is yelling at herself about. Handcuffed or not, it looked like she had a clear view of it. I don't know if it got tipped or changed direction, but she just didn't close up.
I'm thinking it changed direction. Just her reaction of that. She wasn't square to the puck where she usually is. And I'm thinking that tipped right after Curiel shot it. He was up right near that Aquafina sign when he let it go. So I'm thinking that must have hit something. So now the Wolverines regain their 2-goal lead, but now it's Sandy with a shot, and that just misses the far post. Haas sends one right into the middle. It's Sandy. He just can't find the mark.
That was a good pass by Haas. That made it all the way through.
That was
three green jerseys.
Fantastic. Haas Another person on the All-Star team this year. But here come the Wolverines. It's going to be Van Horn. Van Horn blasts one that hits the post. And Halston will say that's all she gave him.
Yep, goalie's best friend.
Van Horn ripped that shot. Van Horn having a really good day today so far. Gets it up to Moore. Moore battles with Samborski on the near side boards. Davis enters the fray, gets it to Chung. Chung to Samborski. Samborski gains the zone, gets around one man. Comes in on net, takes a move, takes a shot. That is saved by Enderle and steered away. Woodward gathers it in for the Wolverines, gets it up to Moore. Moore loses the handle. Wolverines keep it in, right on the line. That's Samborski from the high slot, looking to make something happen. Hits the post.
There's another post.
Through traffic, through the legs of all the defenders. And now it's going to be Van Horn was stretching, couldn't get him the pass.
Oh, that's a good play on the blue line by Whips to not let that pass through.
Van Horn was going to be off to the races. Samborski was starting to give chase, but Matt Whips intercepted a pass that was going to spring the Wolverines winger.
It looked like that might have been Moore that was springing out.
Wolverines trying to regroup in their own zone. It's Van Horn on the near side boards, getting it over to Davis. Davis loses control of the puck right at the blue line. Robinson will send it the other way. Icing is going to be called, yes, as we go down to this. Will end the period as we are under 3 seconds here. And there's the horn. What an exciting period, Scott. It started out slow. We had a ton of icings, and who wants to see that? I didn't pay good money to see that. Neither did you.
Nope.
But boy, did the action ramp up starting right about halfway through when Curiel got that first goal at the 10:41 mark.
Yeah, well, it seems like after just need a little bit of time to shake whatever little bit of rust off from having the week off. You saw a lot of passes missing the mark, a lot of icings at the beginning of the period, but after that, a lot of play started to get back to what we expected at the start of the game.
So scoring started at 10:41. Andrew Curiel with his first of 2 from Chad Van Horn with that great pass from Van Horn from behind the net. Adam Lowell scored a couple minutes later, make it 2-0 from Brian Schuler. And then Jeremy Ernst got him on the board with a great play from Austin Taylor to get the Wanderers to just a 1-goal differential. But it was the long bomb by Curiel from out near the blue line that handcuffed Halston that brought this back to a 2-goal game. Both these teams skating hard now.
Yeah, if you're the Wanderers, you can take solace in knowing that you can beat Aaron. After a couple of those really good saves to stem them earlier, they got one by them. They just got to keep the pressure on, keep playing in the offensive zone, keep a lot of those good passes going from side to side to open up the net.
Sure, it was a great pass that got to Ernst's goal for them as he was in the back door all by himself, and they will put that past Enderle. And we start the second period. Murray for the Wanderers on the far side. Try to be cleared out by Niemi. Niemi over to his defensive partner, Llewellyn, in the Wolverine zone. Llewellyn, shaky pass, gets it over. It's going to be Sondag getting the puck. Murray fans on a shot attempt. Llewellyn's going to come away with it eventually, and he's just going to try and get it out. It's going to be kept in by Broad on the near side.
There's that pushback from the Wanderers that they need.
Yeah, I think with that goal that Halston's going to want back, I think they went into the intermission saying, hey, let's get fired up now. We're in for a battle here for the rest of the day. The Wolverines aren't going away. It's going to be Sontag beside the net. Puck loose in front. It's going to be Schuler getting it out of the zone for the Wolverines with some great pressure by the Wanderers. Schwenker behind his own net, pressured by Garby. Tries a pass, that misses everybody, and we'll get an icing on that. Hard to believe on that one. That was a good play by Schwenker, just nobody could reach it.
Yeah, just I'd about imagine if he could get down the ice level and measure that, we're talking he probably missed maybe half a puck's length from 3 different set of sticks.
So the faceoff will come back down into the Wanderers zone. Folks, don't forget, Red Dragon Herbs, your loose leaf tea leaders here in Des Moines. RedDragonHerbs.net, fine official sponsor of D-League Radio, bringing today's game to you. We are so happy you joined us here on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV, and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be is he going to call slashing or high sticking?
Interference, it looks like.
I saw 3 different signals.
Well,
I saw slash, I saw slashing, and regardless what the penalty is, and we'll bring that to you momentarily, but it's Garby going in the box for the Wolverines, and that gives the Wanderers, who were showing some good push back to start this second period, gives them a prime opportunity early in this second stage.
Yeah, they definitely need this, and what they need to do is what they've been doing, is keeping that puck in, cycling it low, and get some shots on net.
This is the line that scored their goal earlier in the game. Marriott, Taylor, and Ernst cleared out by the Wolverines, and the Wanderers will regroup. That's Braden on the near side boards, getting it up to Marriott. Marriott battles along, has the puck, has players with him, comes in onside. Thiele pressuring Marriott. Marriott nowhere to go. Tries to get it back to Ernst, misses it, but Birding's going to get it near the point. Floats one in. That goes over everything. Comes out in front, and Interlead's going to grab it before Taylor could get to it for the Wanderers and freeze the puck as we get a stoppage in play. 1:25 remaining on the power play for the Wanderers.
That was a good play there. Birding, looks like he got a little too much elevation on it, but good recovery by Enderle on that pass out to the slot to stop that and not let that go through.
Wanderers make a change. It's going to be Haas facing off against Curiel. Curiel wins the puck. It's won back by the Wolverines. Woodward will chip it out of the zone. And the Wanderers clear and make chase. It's going to be Sandy. Sandy over to Haas. Haas gains the zone. Just can't handle the puck. And the Wolverines are able to tip that out. That's going to be Thiele who gets it to Glorioso. Glorioso can't get it around, but it's going to be Thiele gathering it in. Curiel brings the puck in. It gets lost in feet, but now Jeremy Sandy's going to come away for the Wanderers. He gains the zone. Tries to get it to the middle to Chung. Chung with the puck. Looking for an open man. He gets it back to Samborski on the point. Samborski pinched in. Now comes into the faceoff circle. Takes a shot. That goes through the blue paint. Kept in by Whips. White jerseys down low. Pass attempt by Whips. That finds Glorioso, and he'll send it down the length of the ice. Halstead comes out to play it. 13 seconds remaining on the Wanderers' power play. As they look to regroup, it's going to be Whips. Whips up to Haas. Haas gains the blue line. Has Chung with him. Has Sandy over on the far side, just in his skates. He can't handle it. Thiele tries to clear it. It comes to Samborski on the point. Samborski moves around Curiel. Top of the faceoff circle. He's bothered by Garby. Samborski will just dump it deep into the Wolverine zone. Chung will have it over by the Zamboni doors. Back to the point. To Whips. Whips back to Chung. Chung can't handle it. Puck loose behind the net. Garby going for a change behind the play. I thought he was just trying to spring, go for a stretch pass there. He's just going for a line change after coming out of the box. Both teams at even strength. 15 minutes remaining here in the second period. We're so glad you joined us here for this really good contest between the Wanderers and the Wolverines. It's Haas coming in the zone. She tries a shot. Interlead had to be sharp on that. He was screened a little bit as Haas went right between the legs of the defenseman, and now it's going to be Moore coming the other way for the Wolverines.
Yeah, and that was
Moore.
A good shot.
Pass it to Llewellyn. Llewellyn coming off his post. Gets a shot on net. Halston stops it. It goes behind. It's going to be Whips getting it out to the point. Niemi keeps it in. Niemi passes it behind the net. Comes to Garby. Garby to Moore. That play is broken up nicely by Hannah Haas. Haas showing why she's an all-star, Scotty. Breaking up that pass. Davis to Moore. They've connected several times this year and last.
Yep, it was a good play by her. She saw the pass coming, played the stick, and Moore couldn't do anything about it. Same thing with his teammate. I believe it was Woodward on the other side. After Hannah's shot, bounced out to the slot, was able to tie up a Wanderer stick to not allow a second shot on goal.
14 minutes remaining in the second period. 3-1, Wolverines in front. Niemi with the puck. Tries a shot. That's broken up by sticks in front, and Robinson's going to gather it in for the Wanderers and come out behind his own net with speed. Trying to get around Moore, and does. Gets it up to Sondag. They're going to say that's icing. And the play will come back down into the Wanderers zone. Folks, don't miss out on So Cherry, the official outfitters of the CIDL and of D-League Radio. Custom jerseys or uniforms for any sport you want. Original art screen printing for any occasion, company functions, school outings, family fun events, and much more. Check them out on SoCherry.com. Davis with the puck. Tries a shot. Halston with a save. He had Van Horn in front. Van Horn trying to gather in a loose puck. It's going to be Zach Murray. Comes away with it. Gets it up to Sondag as the Wanderers will clear the zone. Sondag battling with Niemi. Niemi is able to bat that puck away over along the wall. Now Van Horn with the puck on the wing. Gets it to Davis. Davis trying to find more. That's broken up nicely by Schwenker. Llewellyn tries to get it back up out of the zone and does. Murray brings it back in. They're going to say it's offside. Llewellyn has a free out as the Wanderers tag up. Llewellyn, captain of the Wolverines, over to Van Horn. Van Horn to Moore. Chipped off his stick nicely by Brott. They're going to say this is offside, or are they going to call a penalty?
I think they're going to call him for tripping.
They are going to call it. Okay, Brott's going to get the penalty for tripping, we're assuming. And the Wolverines are going to go back on the power play. They can't keep playing with fire like this.
No, definitely not. To me, it looked a little innocent, but it looked like he maybe got the puck first and then the skates, and then Moore lost his edge. But either way, you can't be going after people's skates like that.
So the Wolverines on the power play, 12 minutes remaining in the second period. 3-1, the team in green in favor on the scoreboard. Now they're looking to add to it. One back to Thiele. Thiele on the left wing point. Gets it to his defensive partner, Woodward. Woodward back to Thiele. Thiele shot, that makes it through, but Birding's skate gets in the way. Kept in at the point on a clearing attempt by Woodward. Woodward back to Thiele again. Thiele tries another shot, that misses the mark, and now Birding's going to clear that for the Wanderers, and the Wolverines are going to have to come back and regroup.
Wolverines doing a really good job of using their points so far in the start of that power play.
You gotta love to see that. Up to Schuler. Schuler and Birding collide, taken by Garby. It's 2-on-2. Lowell coming in for the Wolverines, back to the point to Woodward. Woodward fires a shot. That's blocked by Braden. Braden coming out from his defensive position to pressure the point, gets a very good key block.
Sacrificing the body. Those players, they don't have nearly the equipment us goalies have.
Braden made the All-Star team a year ago. Now it's going to be Garby. Garby coming in, looking for a backhand that's stopped by Halston, and she'll cover. Good save by Halston. Good move by Garby.
Yeah, a good job all around. I mean, did their best that he could at keeping Garby wide. Garby got a backhander, didn't get probably as much on it as he wanted, but Sam was tracking the puck really well and was able to get a stop.
40 seconds remaining on the Wolverines power play. Face off deep in the Wanderers zone. Marriott on Moore. Moore wins it over to Glorioso, back to Niemi. Niemi fires a shot. That's blocked by Samborski, and he'll send it down the length of the ice. Played by Interlead. Llewellyn coming back. And the Wolverines captain will go behind his own net. 20 seconds remaining. Pass. Up to Glorioso, misses the mark. Marriott gets control of it. Now to Woodward to Curiel. Wolverines coming the other way. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Curiel with a shot. That goes in on net. Halston has to make a save. It comes off of Moore's stick, and she'll cover. That will do it for the Wolverines power play, as Brott's going to come out of the box at the drop of the puck. The Wanderers dodge a bullet.
Yeah, Sam, two really good stops there. She was able to stay square to the first shot. Looks like she tried to clear it, missed it, but was still there to stop the second shot.
Curiel with 2 goals on today. Well, now we have a chance. It's Brott. He comes out of the box. Puck coming his way. Tried to get it over to Marriott. Good play by Llewellyn to break that up. Now Brott behind the Wolverines net. Marriott can't handle that pass. Niemi's going to come away with it for the Wolverines. Backhand pass comes up to Moore. Now to Sandy for the Wanderers. He'll dump it into the zone where Llewellyn's there for the Wolverines, intercepted by Marriott on the far side. Niemi adds pressure. Now Llewellyn just trying to get it out of the zone, hits the referee, but the Wolverines with a clear lane to take it out. It's going to be Niemi. Niemi to Moore. Moore gains the zone. Has company. Good pass. Shot! Glorioso with a nice shot. Halston with the save. Curiel, he sends one towards the net. That misses the mark. Glorioso can't bring that in, and now it's going to be Marriott coming the other way for the Wanderers. Looking to bounce that off the board up to Sandy. Does so. Llewellyn there for the Wolverines to chip it back out of the zone. It's going to come to the neutral zone where Sandy's going to gather it in after a pass by Chung. Blue line gain. Sandy on the near side board. He's pressured by Llewellyn. Llewellyn able to chip that puck off of his stick, and the Wolverines are going to come the other way. Good defense, Ryan Llewellyn.
Yep. Had saved an opportunity where they had a 2-on-2 break-in, but stood tall and didn't allow Sandy to buy him.
Samorski has moved. Tries a shot to the 5-hole. Interlead closes that up. Interlead saw that Samborski was going to get around the defenseman, covered that post and closed that 5-hole, keeping the Wanderers captain off the board. Now it's going to be Curiel gaining the zone. He has a shot. He's going to take that. Sam's going to glove it down and hang on, as we are just under the 12-minute mark of the second period. 3-1 the score. The Wolverines in front of the Wanderers right here on D-League Radio.
Yeah, Sam saw that shot the entire way. Relatively easy save on that end, but the Wanderers, they need to do a little pushback. They're being outshot. Looks like 8-4 so far this period. So they need to start playing in the other end if they want to get back into this game.
Staying out of the box is key.
That is key.
Brought in by Van Horn. It goes behind the Wanderers net, taken by Schwenker. Tries to hit Sondag. That goes a lengthy. Nice. We'll get another icing call. It looks like they're starting to step up their pace a little bit. The Wanderers are, but unable to connect on that pass there.
Yeah, it just seems like for the most part all game just off just a little bit. They just need to find a way to make.
If they start connecting, look out.
Mm-hmm. They definitely have the guns to get back into this game.
And the speed. Won by the Wolverines is Davis. Davis at the top of the faceoff circle, looking for traffic, gets some. Halston has to make a save on a good Davis shot through legs.
Way to track that puck all the way in.
Sondag looking to get out of the zone, gets it to Robinson. Robinson trying to get it over to Murray. Murray's going to come in just offside as Sondag gained the zone. There was they just bobbled right at the blue line. Murray already had a head of steam going.
Yeah, that's one of those things that all it did was just slow the timing up just a little bit, and it threw them off. It looked like they were lined up to have a really good break into the zone, and then just slowed it up just enough.
13:50 gone here in the second period. 3-1 the Wolverines lead. Thiele for the Wolverines. Tries to hit Van Horn. It's going to be intercepted by Ernst. Ernst with the goal for the Wanderers, dumps it into the Wolverines zone. That puck comes right back out to center. Ernst is going to just dump it right back in where Thiele will gather it in. Thiele off the wall. That misses the mark. It's going to be taken by the Wanderers. It's going to be Ernst once again. Over to Marriott. Marriott's pass. Tips a foot and comes in. It's going to be Taylor battling with Woodward. Those two bodies come together in the corner. Neither one can find the puck. Puck squirts loose. Davis can't put a handle on it. Now he sends a pass cross ice. It's going to be Braden getting there first. Davis was looking for Van Horn. Trying to spring him. Marriott gaining the zone. Gets around Woodward as he chips it through. He has option, comes in, takes a shot, and it hits the outside of the post. Marriott goes flying behind the net. No call on the play. It's going to be Ernst beside the net. Tries to send one to the middle, but it's going to be taken by Van Horn. Van Horn to Davis. Davis with a head of steam going up through the neutral zone. He has Garby and Van Horn behind him. Van Horn with a shot. Saved by Halston. He put it right in the W. Right into the crest. It was a great pass by Davis. Van Horn just put it right into the crest of Halston's jersey as she makes the save.
A good job from Davis finding the trailer in that play who had a clear line of sight for a shot, but on the same hand, Sam was able to track that pass back and was already squared up pretty much to the shot to begin with.
Van Horn went to the bench shaking his head. He knows he had a great opportunity there with the goalie making a heck of a save. Chung takes it behind his own net. Llewellyn keeping it in on the near side, tries to send one to the slot. Haas is there to break that up. Now Llewellyn back to the middle. It's going to be tipped away by Haas and Lowell. Wanderers are going to come the other way. That's going to be Sandy. He's bothered by Llewellyn. Whips tries to send one to the net. That's broken up in front. Haas fans on a shot as it went to the slot, and the Emmys just going to send it out down the length of the ice as we get this icing call as the Wolverines are just trying to get the heat out of a hot kitchen there. The bouncing puck sometimes just ends up right in the perfect spot for you, and you just don't miss. You just miss the mark on it. Haas there, the big swing and a miss.
Yeah, just a little lack of puck luck so far for the Wanderers. They've had a couple opportunities here this period. It just seems like just missing a stick or just bouncing over a stick.
As is the case now, it's going to be Schuler giving chase with Samborski. Samborski's going to get there first, and it's going to be, they're saying it's a hand pass. They're going to argue that, hey, we were in the defensive zone. True, but a hand pass can only be played in the defensive zone. If you have a hand pass, it comes out of the zone. That is now illegal.
It's good to know.
It's going to, yes, you can make a hand pass in your own defensive zone, true, but if it comes out, then no, you can't do that. It's against the rules, and faceoff will come back down into your zone, as is the case. Pass broken up by Llewellyn nicely as Sandy was all alone on this near side, looking for more. More to Lowell. Lowell gains the zone. 2-on-2. Lowell tries a shot that just goes behind the Wanderers' net. Kept in by Llewellyn. His shot, that misses the net by at least 14 feet. as Whips will gather it in for the Wanderers. Up to Haas. Haas and Llewellyn do battle. Those two teammates of 2 seasons. On the Knights, in the former version of D-League, come together. It's going to be the Wanderers sending it down the length of the ice. That's Sam Borski again, just sending it out for an icing so his team can get a change. 2:20 remaining in the second period. It's 3-1 Wolverines. This really good contest between the Wolverines and the Wanderers right here on D-League Radio.
Yeah, both of the goalies so far this period have stepped up and have not allowed anything in, not without the offenses trying their best.
One back by the Wanderers. They chip it up and out of the zone. It gets past Woodward. Fred Woodward from his own zone tries to hit. That was Glorioso, but Zach Murray gets in the way for the Wanderers, sends it right back into the Wolverines' zone. Chipped up and out of the zone by Garby. Schwenker back for the Wanderers. I haven't sounded like Elmer Fudd too often.
Nope, it's been all right.
It's a little rough. Murray gives chase. Woodward gets it up to Thiele. Thiele looking for Glorioso on the right wing. Glorioso turns the Jets on, gains the zone. No, he does not. That is broken up nicely by Brott. And now taking him, it's going to be Sondag. Sondag coming in, shot, save, rebound. That just misses the mark. Great pass by Brott, sprung Sondag. And now it's Murray. Back to Robinson. Robinson from the slot. That's tipped in front, goes over the net. Good pressure by the Wanderers. Some really timely passing, finding the open man. Murray's all by himself in the slot. Glorioso able to come back. It's going to be Woodward and Sondag battling for the puck. This tug of war.
Ooh. Murray just overskated that just a touch.
It's going to be Garby coming away. Garby with some speed. He has Schwenker guarding him. Schwenker, good defense to knock Garby off the puck. Curiel looking for Glorioso. Glorioso with the shot. That's broken up by Schwenker, and he gets it out of the zone for the Wanderers. Great action by these two teams in the dying minute of the second period.
Schwenker probably could possibly saved 2 goals right there. Great play on Garby because Garby had Curiel with him. Could have made a pass, but he stayed tough on the puck, and then that shot that came in, it was right on his stick, was able to clear
We've
it.
seen some good plays today in all the games played so far. That may have been the defensive play of the game. Robinson enters the zone with Murray. Murray with the puck, can't find a handle. Robinson shoots and scores! With just a couple seconds left in the second period, it's Chase Robinson putting it through the wickets of Aaron Enderlead, and we have a 1-goal game, Scott.
That was just crazy. At the dying seconds, it looked like neither one of the two, between him and Murray, just couldn't quite control the puck. Didn't know who wanted it, and it just bounced to Chase, and he just throws it on net. Went through the 5-hole. Aaron Enderlead probably wants that one back too.
Fantastic, but a bouncing puck. You as a goalie know a bouncing puck, you don't think a shot's going to be coming because it just bounced right to the right spot. You were talking about puck luck for the Wanderers. Everything was just out of their reach earlier, and that one right on the tape. Robinson buries it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you're sitting there as a goalie, you're watching that play. You're watching two people not able to possess that puck at all. And then next thing you know, a shot comes and you're just caught maybe a little flat-footed.
So 3-2 is the score now. 18 minutes for the third period as we get stop clock the final 2 minutes. Before this begins, we have to tell you that the Keg Stand, once again, the primary sponsor of D-League Radio, open 7 days a week till 2 a.m. They have a full menu and over 90 beers on tap. They are one of the best sports bars in town. Am I right, Scott?
Oh, they are an awesome place to go to get some beers and some grub.
Official sponsor of the CIDL and the official sponsor for the third year in a row now of D-League Radio. Back to action. It's going to be Taylor coming in for the Wanderers. He tries a shot that goes off the glove of Enderlead. Taylor had options there. He chose to shoot it. Braden looking to keep it in for the Wanderers. It's going to come to Moore. Moore's going to spring Van Horn. Van Horn looking for Davis in the slot. That's broken up by Murray Birding as the veteran defenseman broke up a good play. There was a couple options for Van Horn there. He chose to go with the pass to Davis, broken up by a good defenseman in Murray.
Yeah, it was right. Played that perfectly. He knew where his guy was, and he clogged up that passing lane, and it hit him in the skates and didn't allow it to go through.
Llewellyn to Moore. Moore tips it in. It's going to be kept in along the wall by Van Horn. Sends one to the slot. That's broken up by Mark Braden. Braden able to chip it out of the zone. Niemi tries to pass to Llewellyn. That misses the marks, and Marriott gives chase. Now to Moore. Moore gains the zone with Davis. Davis coming in. Face-off circle. Tries a backhand shot, and Halston says no. Great save by Samantha Halston.
Yeah, that being in her position, having somebody like Teddy Davis coming in at you, able to use his hands and create space out of nowhere. Great job being able to track the puck and stay square.
And Sam stayed square to the puck and the puck shooter, and really there was nowhere for Davis to go with that. Great positioning by Samantha Halston. Face off to the left of Halston, taken by Chung. Chung to Samborski. You got to think the Wanderers are going to be looking for their captain, their leading scorer, here with a tight game. It's going to be Chung gaining the zone. He has options with him. He chose to take a shot. It's going to be Sandy coming in. Has Haas in front. Haas just can't find a bouncing puck.
Ooh.
Great play by Sandy to find Haas, who was open, and the puck was bouncing again. The puck not being kind to the Wanderers. Now to Moore. Moore tries a shot that's broken up by Samborski. Samborski looking to Sandy. Sandy to Chung. Chung just out of his reach. Llewellyn gives chase for the Wolverines. Pass comes up and out of the zone. Wanderers have to tag up and do. Niemi on the near side boards for the Wolverines, looking to get it out of the zone. It's kept in by Sandy. He's going to send it in on net. Interlead has trouble with that, but Llewellyn there to take the heat out of the way for the Wolverines as they come the other way. It's going to be Moore. Moore tries a shot. Halston, again, square to the shooter. Takes the puck into the body, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 4.5 into this third period. 1-goal game, 3-2.
Yeah, it's been an awesome game back and forth. The Wanderers have had a couple really good breakouts that led to some really good scoring chances. Sandy, with beautiful centering pass that found Hannah's stick. It just pounced over it, and then Sam is just playing lights out right now.
She's really playing well. That one goal from Curiel from far out in the first period was probably the only blemish on her day so far. And again, I think it was tipped just because of her body reaction. She's playing really well, as is Erin Enderle.
Yeah, both of these goalies are doing absolutely everything they can to try to will their team to a victory here.
Right on cue, Enderle makes a stop, and we get another stoppage. Faceoff will be deep in the Wolverine zone.
I'd like to see Schwenker try to get one here.
Face-off, one back by the Wolverines. Thiele's pass attempt to chip it out. Intercepted by the team in white. Now the puck comes out. It's going to be kept in by Brott. Brott sends one in on net. It hits bodies in front. Comes in. It's loose in the crease. And Interlead will cover it up. Sondag and Zach Murray on the doorstep. They're keeping it interesting.
Yeah, that first one, it looked like Woodward was able to get a piece of that first shot, but left the puck right there in front of the doorstep, and Sondag was not able to do anything with it.
Thiele behind his own net. Trying to pass it out of the zone. Intercepted by Sondag. Sondag with time. Broken up nicely by Fred Woodward. Good defensive play by Woodward. Taking the body and blocking the shot. Now Lowell. Puck loose in his feet. Tries a cross-ice pass. Dangerous. High risk, high reward. Here comes Schuler with steam down the left wing side. Schuler with a lane. Tries a shot that goes behind the net. Robinson gathers it in for the Wanderers. Kept in by Schuler behind the net. Schuler tries to get it out to the blue paint. Lowell was in the slot, but maybe a little too far out for the Wolverines to get a chance. But great heads-up play by Brian Schuler.
Yeah, and for Chase Robinson to follow that behind the net and to be able to chip it back behind the net and not let the Wolverines get a scoring opportunity there.
Chip back into the Wanderers zone. It's Schwenker behind his own net looking for an outlet pass. He's trying to hit Robinson and does. Robinson can't handle it, so Woodward gathers it in. Wolverines get on side. No, they don't, says the referee.
Real close. We're talking maybe inches.
So the faceoff will come out of the Wanderers zone. 12:47 remaining here in the third period. 3-2 the score. Wolverines in front. We're glad you joined us on D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV. Brought to you by the Keg Stand, So Cherry, and Red Dragon Herbs. Glorioso with the puck on the right wing side. Gets it to Curiel in the center, just out of his reach. Taylor will give chase for the Wanderers. Taylor springs it up to center ice. That's Ernst. Gathers in a loose puck. It was bouncing away from Niemi. Drops it back. Shot. Saved by Interlead. Great play by Jeremy Ernst. And Marriott with the shot. Interlead with the save. Great sequence of play by both teams.
Yeah, Ernst had a really good job of being able to handle that clear-out pass, was able to keep with it, and then knew that Marriott was behind him and just dropped it to him, and Enderle was able to stick with that puck and follow that shot in.
Face off to the right of Enderlead, one back by the Wolverines. It's going to be Glorioso with the puck. He loses an edge and falls down. Puck under his feet. Marriott has it on the near side boards. Marriott and Niemi sends it out in front. It's loose in slot. It's going to be Braden with a shot that's blocked by Garby. Now Curio with the puck for the Wolverines. Tries to chip it off the boards, and that just misses Garby. Icing is the call. Curio had the right idea, just not the right angle on the puck. I don't think he could have angled that any better than what he did. There was a defenseman for the Wanderers in the way. Otherwise, yeah. Garby's gone.
Yeah, exactly. And the defender for the Wanderers just barely missed that puck, keeping it in. And that's one of those things that it's just a 50-50 puck. He missed it, and luckily it was just a little too strong. Face
off to the left of Interlead. One back by the Wanderers, but it's going to be Moore who chips it out. Justin Moore on a breakaway. The league's leading scorer coming up against Samantha Halsted. Comes in, takes a shot, scores! He didn't try to make a move. He just sent it to the glove side. It hits the post and goes in. And now it's a 2-goal game for the Wolverines.
That's deflating for the Wanderers. They've held control of the game so far this third period. Played everything they've needed to do to get back and tie this game up. One chip, one 50-50 puck that goes right to Moore, and he takes it in and knows what to do with it.
So they've, for the most part, they've kept the league's leading scorer off the board today. And it was just, again, you were talking, you called it earlier, just puck luck. One bounce or two the other way, and things could be different. But that time it goes in the Wolverines' favor and in Justin Moore's favor. Again, you have to make your own luck as well. Moore was on the spot to make that play. The puck comes in on Enderlead. He'll cover it up as we get another face-off. 10 minutes remaining in the third period. It's now a 2-goal game. Wolverines in front 4-2. But again, it was just one bounce, and then Moore was on his way.
One bounce, and he has nobody in front of him other than Sam, and there's not a whole lot Sam could do.
She came out of her crease to challenge. He made a great shot. But face-off.
Still over 9 minutes left in this game, and the Wanderers are still look like they have a lot of mojo going with them.
This is not over. Chased down in the Wanderers zone by Samborski. He's being pressured by Van Horn. Taken by Thiele to Moore. They're going to call a penalty, I believe. They're going to call a slash. Van Horn's going to go to the box. I guess they're going to say as he tried to poke check that away from Samborski. They're going to say he got up on the hands a little bit. And now Van Horn's going to sit. So a prime opportunity for the Wanderers. This is what they needed.
That's what they needed. Like the Wanderers have been able to keep some of the big guns from the Wolverines off the score sheet, the Wolverines have been able to do the same. This is an opportunity for somebody like Samborski, the captain, to kind of put his team on his shoulders and try to get one back here.
Robinson over to Taylor. Taylor back to Samborski. Tries a shot that hits bodies in front, goes to the near side. It's going to be Marriott. Back to Schwenker. Schwenker with a shot blocked by Lowell. Woodward sends it down the length of the ice. Good clear by the Wolverines. Halston behind her own net. Schwenker goes to get it. He's going to be pressured by Lowell. Sends it around the boards looking for Robinson. Robinson with the puck on the near side. Gains the zone. He has Brought with him. Back to Marriott. Marriott with a shot that kind of handcuffs Interlead. There's a shot. It goes through the crease. Taylor couldn't find a handle. Thiele behind his own net for the Wolverines, looking to get it out. Sends it up through the middle. Never a smart move up through the middle. Scott, your opinion of defensemen who try to send the puck up through the middle?
Not very good. Luckily enough, there wasn't anybody directly in front of him. It got at least to the blue line, but still not something you would want to do.
After a clear, it's going to be Robinson coming in. His pass just wide of Marriott. Schwenker at center red. Sends it over to Robinson. Robinson to Marriott. Marriott can't find a handle on that. It's going to be taken by Schuler. His clearing attempt hits Schwenker at the red line. Now Taylor has it. He's going to send it towards the net. That hits a body in front. That hit Llewellyn and went wide of the net. There's 30 seconds remaining on Van Horn's penalty. the Wanderers not really get anything set up in the Wolverine zone.
No, they had, from the first face-off, they had some good opportunities, but then they struggled trying to get back in after it's been cleared.
It looked like they had some room. Robinson had the puck here. He chose to try a pass to Marriott that just went through Marriott's hands and feet, but it looked like Chase had room to skate on that. You might want to go in there with some speed. Now there's a shot attempt by Zach Murray that just goes wide. Clearing attempt hits the boards. They get a favorable bounce. The Wolverines comes out to center. Birding sends it in the zone. Now cleared out by Llewellyn. That'll do it for the penalty. Van Horn is out. They're going to say that's icing on the Llewellyn clear. Faceoff will come back down in the zone. So the Wolverines able to clear that off and keep the Wanderers from getting any real sustained pressure.
Yeah, they did a really good job killing that penalty off outside of the non-ideal clear up the middle that didn't come back to bite them. But another offensive zone face-off, and the Wanderers still buzzing.
One back by Garby to Llewellyn. His clearing attempt kept in by Birding. Over to Zach Murray. Murray and Glorioso go at it. Now it's Niemi and Murray. Murray to Brott. Sends one towards the net. Broken up by the Wolverines, and here they go. It's going to be Glorioso coming on the right wing side. He has Curiel and Garby with him. Tries a shot that goes over the net. Over to Curiel on the left wing side by the Zamboni doors. Haas is able to take the puck away from him. Send it up to Birding. Birding's pass gets by Llewellyn. Sontag will give chase. Haas has the puck. It's going to go offside as Sontag was still following his momentum. Llewellyn with the puck. Over to Curiel. Haas able to break that up. And now the Wolverines are coming in. It's going to be Sontag. Sontag with a shot that's going to be blocked by Niemi. 5:28 remaining in the third period. Wanderers down by 2. Sontag battles with Garby behind the net. It's going to be Garby coming around with it. Looking to make a play. He's trying to hit Davis. That pass a little too hot. Zach Murray comes back with the puck into his own zone. Can't handle it. Van Horn can't get a grip on that. He's just going to dump it right back in. It's going to come in behind the Wanderers' net as they tag up. Still not tagged up. Braden through center red. Van Horn intercepts, sends it up to Moore. Good defense by Murray Birding to break that up. Otherwise, Moore's gone to the races again.
Yep, another good job from the veteran defenseman.
Center ice pass broken up by Sandy. He dumps it right back into the Wolverine zone. 4:42 remaining. Chung gives chase. Near side board. Sends it towards the slot. That goes through everything. Again, the puck having eyes when they don't need it to and not hitting something and going all the way to the opposite side. Samborski with it now. At center red, he chips it over to Chung. Chung and Woodward battle for it. Woodward is going to come away with it. It's going to be Woodward up to Moore. Moore trying to hit Davis. That's going to be Whips able to get back for the Wanderers. Great play by Matt Whips.
Yep, tied Davis up so he didn't get an opportunity to get to that puck.
Samborski with the puck, looking to get around Moore. Gains the blue line. Loses the puck. It's going to be taken away by Davis. Davis just gets beyond the defenseman. That's going to be Whips with a real nice play. Now Whips able to come into the zone. Tries a shot that hits a stick and goes wide. Chung on the near side boards. Tries to send it out front. It hits sticks. Cleared away by Thiele. Good play, Matt Thiele, to break that up. Now Moore behind his own net. His pass attempt broken up by Marriott. Behind the net. Trying to find somebody to pass to. It's chipped behind the net once again. Chung has it. Out to Whips on the right wing side. Whips sends it towards the net that goes behind. Still loose. Sandy can't keep that in. It's going to come out. Samborski will gather it in. There's 3:22 remaining in the second or in this third period. When's Halston going to come out of the net, Scott?
I would say probably about 1:45 as long as they got the puck in the offensive zone.
They're down by 2 though. I think she'd come out sooner. But she's still there with 3 minutes remaining. Whips far side. Sends it towards the middle. That's broken up by Woodward. He's going to try and clear it up and out of the zone. It's taken by Van Horn. He'll send it the length of the ice. This will be an icing call. Not a bad play if you're the Wolverines because the clock is still ticking. We don't get stop clock till the 2-minute mark.
Yep, that's a good play. The Wolverines were hemmed in their zone there a little bit. The Wanderers, a lot of good opportunities. Off just a little bit. Marriott centering passes. Sandy is a left-handed shot. That is right on his tape. But he being a right-handed shot, he had to turn to get it and just missed it.
Face off in the Wolverines zone. It's going to be taken away by Niemi. Niemi trying to hit Schuler on the far side. kept in at the point by Brott. Good keep in by Brott. Sends it towards the net. Rebound. Shot hits the outside of the post. It's Ernst. Ernst just couldn't get everything he wanted on it. Now it's going to be Chase Robinson. His shot covered up by Enderle. Good action by the Wanderers. Jeremy Ernst with a prime opportunity. I think his momentum was carrying him the other way. He just couldn't get it in and had a wide open net to shoot at.
That was a beautiful opportunity. Stayed squared to the first shot. Rebound came out. He had an opportunity, but like you said, his momentum was taking him away from the net and just couldn't find the right angle in.
Wanderers trying to get the personnel they want on the ice. There's only, I see 3, 4. They're shorthanded. There's only 4 people on the ice for the Wanderers.
Here comes
Chung. Here comes Chung. Okay, now they get that right. It's going to be Marriott behind the net. 1:48 remaining. Halston still in the pipes for the Wanderers. Samborski back. Garby giving chase. Garby and Samborski come together. Garby adding pressure. Up to Chung. Chung back to Samborski. Samborski gains the zone. He has Sontag and Marriott with him. Tries a shot. That goes wide. Marriott on the near side boards, gathers it in. Back to Schwenker. Schwenker chips it up to Marriott. Marriott's pass attempt to the middle, broken up. Schwenker with it now. Schwenker sends it in and hits bodies in front and goes a little wide. Halston still in the net. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. 1:11 remaining in the contest. Puck loose at center. Chung gathers it in for the Wanderers. Back to Schwenker. Schwenker looking for something to happen. Looking for somebody to get open. Now decides to take it himself. Gains the zone with speed.
There goes Sam.
Sam's heading out to the net. Shot, save, rebound is covered up. We get a whistle. 52.9 seconds remaining in the contest. Wolverines still up by 2. Wanderers trying to add as much pressure as they can, Scott.
And they've been doing everything they can. They're out shooting them 10-3 so far this period. So They're doing everything they need to do to try to get a couple more goals on the board.
Face off to the right. Samborski shot attempt blocked. More diving, clears the puck. Curio racing for the puck. He's thinking hat trick. Unable to get there as Braden breaks that up.
Good play.
Pass comes into the zone. They're going to say that's offside. Woodward with the puck now. Gets it up to Glorioso. He's looking at the empty net. His eyes got to be real big. Sends it in and it goes in the goal. Glorioso put some air underneath that. And now we have a 3-goal lead. That will wrap this one up.
Yeah, that's good play that the Wanderers did what they tried to do. They had a lot of pressure. Just a puck bounce again, and just not in their favor today. Goes to Glorioso. Glorioso with the 3-point shot that just floated it over everybody.
So it's going to be pretty much all academic now. We're under 30 seconds. Marriott gains the zone. He's pressured by Moore. Comes in, sends it in. That hits the outside of the cage. Woodward over to Curiel. Curiel's eyes were wide open a little bit ago. He had an open net and 2 goals already in hand. He's going to try for that 3rd goal, and Glorioso goes offside and blows it for him. That away, pal. you got yours into the empty net.
There you go.
And that's going to do it for this game as the Wolverines come out on top 5-2 in a very highly entertaining CIDL Intermediate League contest.
Yeah, it was a good game all the way around. It started off a little slow, but once the teams got their feet back under them, it turned into a really, really highly contested game all the way through, regardless of the 5-2 score.
D-League Radio and D-League Radio TV are once again brought to you by Red Dragon Herbs. You can find them on the net at reddragonherbs.net. It's loose leaf tea, teas from around the world. The world, the Wanderers, the Wolverines.
It's just not a good W day today.
The Wesky Wablet, yeah, whatever. Let's see, folks. Hey, now with cold and flu season, be sure to check out their headache relief and cold season flavors. Again, reddragonherbs.net, your place to go for loose leaf tea. So Cherry, the official outfitters of the CIDL and the official outfitters of DI. Do it yourself? I don't know. This is D-League Radio. Okay, and at SoCherry, hey, there's no minimum order, folks. You can order 1 shirt, you can order 50. They prefer the latter, but they have a multitude of garment decorating options, whether it's screen printing, embroidery, you name it, they can do it. They have options to fit any budget. You can check them out at socherry.com or on Facebook. Please like their page. And, of course, the Keg Stand, their primary sponsor of D-League Radio, now in its 3rd year. of being the primary sponsor. They have over 90 beers on tap. They're over at 3530 West Town Parkway in West Des Moines. A full menu, some of the best food in town. They're open 7 days a week till 2 a.m. Again, the official sponsor of the CIDL and the official sponsor of D-League Radio, the Keg Stand. We had a heck of a day, Scott, and that game was a pretty nice end to our interaction together.
Yep, it was, and it is what we kind of were talking about at the beginning of the game. Some of the people that are secondary scoring for both of the teams came through with a couple of good plays and a couple of good goals. They just weren't relying on their big guns this game.
That's true. Both goalies made some really good saves. Sam Halston had a very good day today. Interlead, just a little bit better.
Yeah, Sam did everything that she could possibly do to keep their team in the game, and she did for the most part. One bad bounce on an odd shot from the blue line goes in. Otherwise, we're talking about a 3-2 game, and the teams are going to play completely different if that's the case.
That's right. Final thought?
It's what you expected. Two teams that played really hard, really competitive all the way through, and it's just the Wolverines and Aaron Enderle come out on top.
They do. All right, well, for executive producer Rich Harms and cameraman extraordinaire Brett DeBrine, this is Scott Stover. I'm John Reichert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for listening to D-League Radio.